Hello, welcome to United Kopitiam. Today we are going to talk about a few transfer rumor that has come out today and yesterday. We are going to discuss about it, and we're going to see where is this going to lead us in our transfer season. So, if you've been following United Kopitiam, or if you want to continue to follow United Kopitiam, please do like and share this video. And we have a YouTube channel. You can like, share, and subscribe to our videos on our YouTube channel. Join our little community. And because we really want to hear your opinions as fans on this channel, and your opinions on the players, our players, and if in these 2 more weeks of transfer season, who will we get, and whether we will get them done or not. So I think at the moment my hope lies on Maguire and Bruno Fernandes, and these are the two deals that I see that will happen. Milinkovic-Savic, Pepe, Lukaku. This is really something that is that we do not know about. But let's talk about Maguire first. Okay, the first thing about Maguire is he played in preseason's game. So the fact that he played his third preseason game shows that there is no done deal all this while. So everything that Duncan Castle has been saying about done deal, and a few days ago there's another done deal by Bleacher Reports, that just all goes down the drain, and I don't think that they are just jumping the gun. They're thinking that this deal is going to happen, but as you see, it's at the moment it's really nothing that is confirmed. So I think at the end of the day, Maguire is still very much a Leicester player. They're holding out for 90 million. Is he worth 90 million? I say, if he is 90 million, why don't we go for Koulibaly, who is really in the top 5 defender in the world? Even at 28, he still have probably 4 or 5 years in his game, because defenders, they age slower than strikers. When their pace goes down, they actually can change their game. And Koulibaly is such a commanding center back, such a strong center back, that he is a very commanding presence. He can win tackles, he can win headers. He is like a Nemanja Vidic. He is very powerful in the box. So go for Koulibaly if it's 19 million. Why are we going with Maguire? Because we need to show Leicester that if they are not willing to do a deal at 75 million, then we should pull out, because it's definitely not worth 90 million, because Koulibaly is worth 90 million. I mean, at the end of the day, is Maguire worth 90 million for you? Let us know. But he has played his third preseason, and that is why no done deal has and I think it's just about the waiting game. It's just about who's going to relent first, because I think Ed Woodward's just going to wait for 75 million, or his offer of 60 million plus 20 million bit of add-ons, and just waiting for Leicester's to actually drop their asking price when it inches closer to the end of the transfer season, which is only 2 weeks away. Will we be able to get Maguire done in 2 weeks? I believe so. I think so. Or at least one centre back. We definitely need one centre back, whether it's Koulibaly, whether it's Maguire. Let's get it done. If not, we do have Ruben Dias, who has done very well for Portugal and Sporting Lisbon. So we do have that options of Ruben Dias. So we just want to see get them, because when you deal with EPL clubs, the thing is with EPL clubs, they do not have to sell, and they can ask for a very high asking price. Ruben Dias is only 50 over million, but I do understand Maguire is proven. I've seen people saying that Maguire is not proven. Cahill is waiting. I've seen people saying Cahill is better than Maguire. Smalling, Jones is better than Maguire. What a lot of bullcrap. Maguire is England's best centre back. He can be worth 75 million, but to go up to 90 million, that's a lot of bullcrap. And I think he is playing the waiting game now. It's only two more weeks to go. There's no harm waiting until the end of the season and see whether it will drop their asking price. But I do strongly believe that if we are to go 90 million, go for Koulibaly. But Maguire has played his third preseason. He wants to move to Manchester United, but he's not forcing the move. And we can respect his professionalism. That's really something we can talk about, because I believe his professionalism shows that if he comes to Manchester United, is something that we will value. I think people had enough of Lingard, had enough of Pogba. Pogba's loyalty has been questioned, and I think at the end of the day, we want something that spells loyalty. And I think Maguire spells loyalty a lot, but But if he doesn't force a move, he may stay. You know, he's 26 years old. If he stays with Leicester another season, he's 27 years old. He's in his prime now, and if he doesn't play for a top team, it's definitely his fault. So I think he has to push slightly harder, because moving from a small team to a big team like Manchester United, there's a lot of difference in it. So that's all I'm gonna say about Maguire. Anything you want to add about Harry Maguire, please do leave your comment down below. Please, if you want to say KO is better than Maguire, tell me which game shows you that. That's about Bruno Fernandes update from Sky Sports and Independent that yeah, they are just actually reporting what Fernandes has said. Fernandes has said that he always been saying that he wants to go to England, but it's not in his hand. It's depending on the chairman. He just plays, and that's why he has jet off to US to play a game with Liverpool. So that's why I'm telling you that, you know, again, this is another loyal player, and that's why we're looking so strongly at him, because but attitude wise everything is it's good. And but the thing is, if he's not forcing the move enough, he might stay in Sporting Lisbon. And as far as we know, Sporting Lisbon needs to sell. They are in that they need the money, but they are not lowering their demand. Which, fair to be said, this is all Ed Woodward's fault, because he is worth the asking price of 70 million euro. Pound, I don't know which one, but if he's willing to drop to 60, I think Woodward should go up to meet it, because as much as we want to say we are not overpaying, we have to be professional, and we don't underpay for a good player. And Bruno Fernandes, if you ask me, if everyone says that where has Bruno Fernandes shown his credibility, you look at his stats and then you come back and tell me that he is not worth it. He is Portugal's best player in Portugal league. It's not the greatest of league, but it is a European league. Portugal is a strong team, and they have won the Nation Cup. They won the Euro before, which with Cristiano Ronaldo. But with Nation Cup, Bruno Fernandes is part of the team, and you can see he did very well in his last game in Nation Cup. So definitely Bruno Fernandes. 30 goals, 20 assists. We need that kind of midfield. We need the goal getters in our midfield. We need the creative players in the midfield. So we are hoping Bruno Fernandes will come in. These are the two players, Maguire and Fernandes, that I see will happen, or at least a centre back and Bruno Fernandes being happen. So Bruno Fernandes is my number one pick. That something is going to happen with him in these 2 weeks, but it has to happen. But now he is playing in the US. 16 million pound is being quoted by Sporting Lisbon, and I think dropping from 70 million to 60 million, please do the job at Woodward. I can always tell you that. And update from Ed Woodward, he's not in China, but the thing is, I don't even know whether he was in Singapore, whether he was in Perth, because we never saw him in the pictures, in the videos. We have never ever seen Ed Woodward in the stadiums or near the training ground. So what makes you say he was in those places during preseason? But the problem is, in preseason we never sign players during preseason matches. And what I can tell you, that I don't see anything happening this week, because after the game in Tottenham, they probably is going to travel to Norway, and after Norway games, which is early next week, then we will see things happening at the end of next week, or even towards the last week, which is ridiculous. We're gonna push it back there late, because players need time to get connected to their teammate, their new teammate. So Bruno Fernandes definitely want to see happen. And moving on to players that might come is Milinkovic-Savic. Republica, tell me if I said it wrong. It's reporting that a 75 million bid from Manchester United is very close. This is a very reputable, very trustable source in Italy. So yeah, what do you think about Milinkovic-Savic at 75 million? I think Bruno Fernandes is nailed on that we are going to get him. Just that we're waiting for the price to lower down, and it's a very sensible signing, Bruno Fernandes. And Milinkovic-Savic, if he comes, he is to replace Paul Pogba. So what do you think about replacing Paul Pogba? What do you think that, how will Savic form our midfield? Is it a good choice to replace Pogba? Pogba is playing, is happy, so maybe he already know that something is happening behind the scene, something that we don't know. So I don't know what's going to happen to Milinkovic-Savic, but it's a reputable source. If it happens, I'm happy. I mean, Milinkovic-Savic. I mean, if I can see Milinkovic-Savic, Fernandes, and Pogba play in the same team, that is really really interesting. We have a really strong midfield, but the chances are Pogba will go if Milinkovic-Savic comes. So with that kind of attitude, he wants to go. There's no point keeping a player that stays. I've been saying that, do not keep Pogba if he doesn't want to. If he doesn't want to, no. If he doesn't want to stay, he wants to go. So we cannot be keeping Pogba. But if he's playing happy, he thinks that if we by getting Bruno Fernandes, by getting Milinkovic-Savic, and by getting Maguire, we are, and everyone, Bissaka and Daniel James, we are shaping up something for the to be a good team. He might stay. If he stays, that's all well and fine, because to replace him is very difficult. We want to be challenging stuff, and Pogba wants us to be challenging for titles. But if we are not doing that, maybe that's the reason why Pogba will go. Again, in the press conference, Ole Gunnar has talked about Pogba. He said that he's happy, but a lot of things might be happening in the background and we don't know. But he said he's playing happy. You can see that he's playing happy. He's doing well in the preseason. So, but there's nothing much. He is still siding with Pogba. But the thing is, he's not slacking him off. But he's also not ruling out a move for him. So something might happen. And even after 8 August, he can still go to Real Madrid. We just have to toughen up first. Our midfield, if our midfield is toughened up, then he might leave when our season starts and our transfer window close. So that's about Paul Pogba. And Pepe, a very local, very trustable source in France, has reported that Pepe, we had made a 70 million bid for Pepe and it has been rejected. So the thing is, I think this is a push to push Liverpool into making a bid for him, into probably increasing the amount of cash that will be given to Lille. I mean, the thing is, Pepe is playing in the league. Again, League is like, he's not even the best player in League, but Bruno Fernandes is the best player in Portugal. Of course, you have Mbappe in League, you have Neymar in League, but Neymar get injured just half of the time. So Pepe's 70 million bid, that is really a high price. If it's rejected for a 70 million bid, then Steven Bergwijn is there. Lozano, I still don't think he has been confirmed for Napoli. Hakim Ziyech at 25 million. It's just ridiculous. Nobody has gone in for him. So we don't even have to look at Pepe, because Hakim Ziyech can play on the right wing, can play attacking midfield, and he can supplement, in case Bruno Fernandes or Pogba is not there. Hakim Ziyech can do the job. What are we waiting for? Donny van der Beek is there, but Donny van der Beek is attacking midfield. So I mean, Pepe is a really good player, but at 70 million is probably slightly too expensive. And yeah, so that's the report about Pepe. If he comes, I'm really happy. It's 70 million for Pepe, 75 million for Savic, 60 million for Fernandes, and Bruno and Maguire for another 80 million. So 80, 60, 140, 210, 285 million plus plus Daniel James and Aaron Scott. They push us to over 300. I don't think that's gonna be possible, but with the sales of Lukaku, it may be, and we're just gonna see what happens. We have 2 more weeks to see. This transfer season has been dragging too long, and I'm very I'm not even excited anymore. I'm just want this season to get it over and done with, so that we know what is the end result. We want to fast forward to the end of the transfer season, but can we? Well, time doesn't move that way. Yeah. So the thing is, for Lukaku, the news about Lukaku is by Gazzetta dello Sport that Inter Milan is not looking at Lukaku anymore. They are moving their attention to Edin Dzeko. I mean, come on, Edin Dzeko. What has Edin Dzeko done this past season to prove that he's worthy of Inter Milan? Definitely Lukaku is a better choice, but he is definitely also a more expensive choice. This is a ploy to get Edward Wood to lower his price. Again, all these transfer tactics, all this I do not want this player, move to another player. It's a ploy to get the price to be lowered, and Manchester United will get NC to move Lukaku on, because he's definitely not in Ole Gunnar's team plan. You can see that he's not even playing. I mean, I don't believe in the injury, so I think it's just that to show that everyone, this is player that I do not want. Get him on, move him on, and I want Bruno Fernandes. I want Pepe. I want Maguire. Okay, so Ed Woodward is not in China. That's much as I think can be say confirmed. Is he working on a deal? Probably. I mean, this is 2019. Deals can be worked on online. So I don't believe that we need Ed Woodward out of China. I mean, yeah, China, but that China communication wise is definitely very difficult when it comes to WhatsApp. When it comes to email is fine, but they have their problems in connecting to the outside world because of inability to use Google. I'm not sure whether they can use Google. I don't think they use Google, but definitely calls that they are. It's not that difficult to call out from China, and being at work, you have all the resources in the world, so don't tell me that you cannot do your communication in China. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether Ed Woodward is outside or inside China. What it matters is whether he is in contact with the clubs, with the agent to get the deal done. So a quick recap: Maguire plays the pre-season. He is he might 90 million is the quoted price, but the thing is we don't know what's going to happen. They might lower the price because Maguire wants to go. Bruno Fernandes say he wants to go to China. He wants to go to England. He's being touted 60 million. Very trustable source, Sky Sports this season done very well. Milinkovic-Savic, La Republica, 75 million bid is very close. Should be Manchester United should be making that bid very soon. Pepe, 70 million bid has been made, a very trustable source from France, a local source, but it has also been rejected. Move on, rejected Pepe, 70 million. Come on. Gazzetta dello Sport, Lukaku is not part of Inter Milan plan because he has been priced out and they're looking at Zeko. And Ed Woodward is not in China and he is around, he is trying to close up these deals. So whether all this can be believable, it's a reputable source. It's not Duncan Castle. It's not Bleacher Report. These are better sources than all those. But we have 2 weeks to see what's going to happen. So very quickly about Ole Gunnar, this press conference in China. The match is tomorrow, 7:30 Malaysian time. Plus 8 GMT. So what's gonna happen? He said when asked about the team and asked about the transfer, how do you feel? He kept saying that we have players, our players are NC to go, are excited to go. So I think it's at the end of the day, he doesn't want to drop the morale of our players, and I think he has done really well in maintaining the morale, the team morale, because as soon as I say that, I want this person in, I want this person in, I want this person in, I am actually not saying the right thing about my own team, and this might destroy their morale. But at the back, he is still doing. I mean, he says that we are still expecting 1 or 2 transfer to come in, and which I hope is Maguire and Fernandes. He also, so definitely he's trying to keep the team morale. He's trying to get them still motivated because there is enough competition within the team to actually drive this player, so they do not need any more external source to drive this player on. So that's why I think Maguire. So I think that's why Ole Gunnar says that the team is raring to go. The team is in good shape. As you can see, they are playing to my tactic, and they're raring to go for the season. And that's how he skirt the transfer question. But he did say that we are expecting 1 or 2 more transfer. We are working on a deal. So I mean, in a way, he's Tai Chiing, he's moving his responsibility back to Ed Woodward in a very subtle manner. So this what you call that press conference has showed Ole Gunnar's calmness, and he did it very well in a way that he kept the positivity, and is still pressure Ed Woodward to actually get the 1 or 2 transfer done. The list has been given to him. Harry Maguire and Bruno Fernandes has to be 2 of them. And yeah, that's much has been said. So good job, Ole. And I think the team morale at the moment is at a high. So tomorrow, 7:30 Inter Milan very excited. So if you follow United Kopitiam, please like our page, share this video, get more people coming in to help our little channel to grow. We have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channels and join our discussions below. Any comments or opinions about our transfer target and our players, please do drop them down below. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.